So US session is just starting. I've completely wiped down my silver and gold charts, and I'm going to do a complete breakdown of what I'm looking for today. So this is what I do every single time I come to the markets. I'll usually already have my higher time frame analysis on from the previous days, but I'm just going to redo it all again from scratch right now. So on the daily, what you can see, we will call this zone the previous week's high up there, because it is. Price tapped in, and now we've had a few bearish candles pushing us to the downside. Now we had this zone right here, which was tapped into a Wednesday. Price did reject it, but now it's come all the way back down. It's starting to fall again, and as you can see by the previous daily candles, price is bearish at the moment, and we still do have a bit of this range here to fill. So it's not the most bearish I've ever seen the daily, but it does definitely add to what the 4 hour shows us, which is bearish. So if I just go on the 4 hour right now, you can see that overnight price actually broke below lows. So if I draw a structure on high, that we then dropped and created a lower low, we then have pullback there, and then overnight we drop down here. So what this means is that we're bearish, so we're only looking for sells. We're just looking for this move here to create a lower high around here, and then a big drop back to the downside, and we're looking to catch this sell. As you can see, still a lot of clean range to fill to the left hand side. So on the daily and the 4 hour, we can conclude that we're only looking for sells. Another point I didn't make is that on silver, we had this zone right here, which was the previous week's low. Now, I would expect there might be a little bit of reaction there. It's not a very clear zone, as you can see. There wasn't actually much of a zone created, but it is still the previous week's low. So in terms of rejection, could see rejection towards down this part of price action. So the lower time frames. Once we go to the lower time frames, you can see, as always, in pink is the US session, pinky red color, and it's pretty obvious what zone we have. So we have this zone right here, which was Friday's and Wednesday's US low. So if we can see a rejection around this point, it's actually quite a thick zone. So if I just jump on the 15, then I'll tighten this up a little bit. So if I drop that down there. So this is the zone I would be looking for. This would actually be a very nice trade. So we know the higher time frames are only saying sells. So if we just open US session and we get a push up, a fake out push, we push it up, we get a rejection, and then we get the drop off to the downside. So that's exactly what I'm going to be looking for on silver. It's as simple as that in terms of what I'm looking for. Now, if price did somehow break above here, then the next zone would be that one there. But I don't really think price will go all the way up there because it is quite far away. In terms of targets, my target would be just there, which is last week's US low. So that's a very nice range to trade in right there. As you can see, that is still not completely filled, this range to the left here, completely corrected. So if we can just see a beautiful push up, then a rejection, then push to the downside. Now in terms of news, you can see it's actually a bank holiday today. So what this means is that there will probably be little volume at all. I'm still going to trade it because sometimes there is volume. You can still trade it. It's just don't expect much volume. So if you do have something more important to do, definitely don't prioritize trading over that on a bank holiday day, because we can't expect too much volume to be coming in. But saying that, the first few hours, there could be a little bit of volume still left over from the London session. So again, I will still be looking for it, but I will be monitoring it for a little bit, because the chances that it pushes all the way down quickly is slim. So you know what I'm looking for, but we're expecting a less amount of volume, but still, that is completely what I'm looking for in silver. Right, I'm on silver now, and I've just realized I didn't actually draw the zone completely accurately. So the zone actually did come down here. As you can see, that was Wednesday's US session, and we have tapped into the zone. So if we can start to see rejections around this point here, maybe even in this 5 minute candle here, then I will be selling. So if we do end up rejecting here, I am going to be on board sells. So you can see the 15 minute is looking like a rejection candle. The 5 minute has just closed strong bearish like that. So I am going to be getting in here. So on this close right here, I will be getting in, stop just above. I've got on the 15 to show my target. My target is down there. So it would be a nice trade if this came in. It's quite a big one actually. So you know exactly why I'm in. It rejected off of the zone. So hopefully we can just drop from here. Okay, so the 15-minute is now closing up here, and as you can see on the 4-hour, we've now got an upper wick. It didn't go all the way up, but we have got an upper wick, so I'm now confident that we can drop from here. So this one does look very clean. I wasn't expecting that much volume in the market, I must admit, because it is a bank holiday, but we're looking good. We should continue to the downside. Okay, so the 30-minute is pretty much closed. As you can see, this 15-minute hasn't moved really, but this 30-minute has now closed. It's a very nice 30-minute. So yeah, I'll probably update it probably in the next 30 minutes when this hourly closes. So it's looking good. The next two 15-minutes, so the 30-minute is now closed again. Little volume there, but it is a nice hourly close. Couldn't really ask for more of an hourly close, but the last 30, there isn't really much volume. So as always, I'm going to keep updating it, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to manually close this trade out at some point instead of letting it run all the way to TP, because there is little volume today as expected, which is absolutely fine. Just got to manage it accordingly. The 3 p.m. hourly candle has now closed. Very, very nice. Coming down towards TP now, so it shouldn't be too much longer. The 5 p.m. candle has now closed. The 4 and 5 p.m. nothing's happened. It's just gone sideways. But that does mean that the 4 p.m. is closed and the 4-hour has closed and the 4-hour is looking nice. So I'm probably just going to leave this one until the end of the session, which is in 4 hours time. So from 3:30, nothing happened. Price just ranged to the side and the session is now closed. So I got out at just about 1 minute before the session closed because I'm not holding this past further. I don't hold trades over sessions. So this was actually a very nice trade especially for a bank holiday. It did have quite a nice drop there. And that is a complete trade broken down from start to finish.